We've been discussing for months how the character of Quicksilver, part of the brother-sister duo with the Scarlet Witch, will be appearing in both Bryan Singer's X-Men Days of Future Past, portrayed by Evan Peters, as well as Joss Whedon's Avengers Age of Ultron, where he'll be played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. In a recent interview with the New York Daily News, Marvel President Kevin Feige discussed the rights issue and how different these characters will be presented in both films. Feige stated, "There are only a handful of characters that occupy that middle ground. Iron Man is not going to show up over there, and Magneto is not going to show up over there. But there are a few gray points, even after many years of negotiations, and that only happens with a character like Quicksilver, who's been a part of the X-Men, the son of Magneto in those comics, but also a primary Avenger. The characters are going to be very different. Other than their powers, general audiences might not even know, unless they read your article, that the two are related." Amy Rose, what do you make of Feige's comments?
This worries me a little bit because, I mean, we have been talking about this for months, and the characters of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are fantastic. I love that they're finally going to be utilized, but taking away the fact that they're Magneto's children does really, I don't know, it doesn't make it as interesting to me. And I have a lot of faith in Joss Whedon and company, and Kevin Feige is a brilliant man. He is a genius. What he has done with these properties, like, I have the utmost faith and respect for that man, but they should feel like the same character. Obviously, there'll be different remakes. It's like remaking a film or remaking a song. You know, it's going to have its own unique spin to it, but you can't, you know, take the fact away that he has these powers. I mean, superhuman speed and thought, everything. And if it doesn't feel like the same character, I think that's going to confuse audiences, not make it feel like, well, it's the same character in a different universe. I don't know. It's really annoying and frustrating that it is the same character in the same universe, but we have to pretend like they're two separate universes. And I'm glad to know that Iron Man's not going to pop up in a different property. But yeah, I don't know. I'm losing my faith a little bit. I'm really excited for both of these films. Days of Future Past, if that trailer is indicative at all of what we're going to see, and that cast, I mean, I'm so excited. This is Bryan Singer's baby, but I don't know. I think that this is just kind of dividing it more, and I am very curious to see how it's going to turn out, but I'm more fascinated with Magneto's children's storyline opposed to completely disregarding that and just being like, oh, they're on the Avengers now. So I don't know. I'm a little mixed now.
Snap.
I'm feeling the opposite of you. I think it's actually X-Men Days of Future Past. You're going to see like 2 scenes, one shot of Quicksilver doing some cool thing. Like I remember I saw a post on Twitter like, oh, we're doing this cool shot for Quicksilver with mirrors and stuff, and we're shooting it all, you know, in camera. Sounds cool. I'm sure it's just going to be an effect, and he's going to have like one line. I don't think he's going to be developed at all. And same with Scarlet Witch, where with Avengers, I think they're really going to be developed because as part of the Avengers lore of the history, they are Avengers teammates with Captain America and Hawkeye for like 30 or 40 issues after the original team from the Avengers movie and the first like 12 Avengers comic books. So it really makes a lot of sense. I see them, it's not so much as them being Magneto's kids. They could be part of the Inhumans.
That's my favorite part of the storyline, though, like how they got to this
point.
Sure,
the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Exactly.
I get it, but like because the way it is in movies, I'm totally accepting it. Yeah. Like I totally have a different, like I have a cutoff point. Like these are the comics, these are the movies. So that way I don't get upset about that stuff. I'm like, hey, Spider-Man is from another alien planet? Cool. Not really, but you know, I'm just saying like I can accept that stuff. And I think they're going to handle Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch way better in the Avengers than X-Men, because X-Men's all about Wolverine and Xavier and Magneto, you know? I mean, those are the 3 biggies that, you know, and of course Mystique because of Jennifer Lawrence. So everyone else is a side character to me.
See, I don't think, well, look, I've been well publicized as saying I think it's a mistake for them to use Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in Avengers 2. I think they had 1,000 other characters they could have used other than those 2, and why create this dichotomy within the same 2 characters, Scarlet Witch. And by the way, we should point out that apparently Mary-Kate and Ashley's sister has kind of confirmed that she is going to be playing Scarlet Witch.
And she's fantastic.
And she's great.
Yeah.
But I will say this, even though I'm against it, I will say this. I don't know that it's going to create the confusion that you're worried about, and that I think is normal to worry about with fans, because let's face it, about 1% of the people out there have ever even heard of Scarlet Witch or Quicksilver, let alone know the fact that they were Avengers and they're Magneto's kids and that they're mutants. So I think that's going to really limit the amount of confusion that could possibly be caused by something like this. Still, I still don't like it, but who knows? We might see the movie. It might be the most genius thing Kevin Feige has done to date.
Right.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.